We should make it a command. I thought we did. Maybe we didn't. I'll work on that. Y'all, this is Gary Clark Jr. This land. And what's crazy is you're talking to somebody who grew up in Mississippi. I grew up in Mississippi, and it was all like I had friends who had Confederate flags on their wall, and my 7-8-year-old ass didn't understand it at the time. I was just like, oh, okay, this is just Mississippi. This is just the history. Hell, the state flag was a Confederate fucking flag. So I was just like, I don't think my friends are racist. So maybe this is just part of the culture. This is just part of the state. This is just part of how people think, blah, blah, blah. Then I got fucking older, and I realized, oh, y'all are losers, bro. Like, you're repping a losing side of history. There is no Confederate history. They lost. They're bums. They're idiot. They're inbred. They're stupid. They lost. You're repping losers, bro. Like, I don't understand that. And then to try to justify it, oh man, well, it's just my culture. It's just my history. What part of the history you talk about? Which part? Which part specifically? Be exact. Be specific when you talk about what part of Confederate history and what part of your Southern heritage you like. Because I came from that same Southern heritage, and I'd be damned if I'm repping the fucking Confederacy. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Stupid.
This is where I come from.
It's wild that when people will try to justify with, well, that was just the time. That's always the justification. Oh, well, women, well, we did this to women because that was just the time. Well, we did this to animals because that was just the time. Well, we thought this about black people because that was just the time. And it's like, what kind of justification is that as a fucking human being that was just the time? So if it was the time today for me to punch any Mexican in the mouth that I saw, I'm allowed to go, well, that's just the time. That's just where we live in. Any gay person I see on the street, I get to shoot them because, well, that's just the time. Like, what are we talking about? I watch, like I said, I've been on my Lovecraft Country shit, so I'm like super pro Pan-African right now as it is. But I think about, like, that couldn't have been me. I wonder if y'all think about that sometimes, that if you go back 100, 150 years, could you have been that person? Could you have looked at someone who looked like me and justifiably been like, I hate you. I don't even know you and I hate you and I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna make fun of you. I'm gonna make sure your kids can't get an education. I'm gonna make sure you can't even drink out of the same fucking water fountain I drink out of. I'm gonna make sure of that. That'll be what I do all day, is ride around in the pickup truck with a shotgun and shoot you if I see you, and then go home and go to bed and sleep and take a shit and do it again tomorrow. Like, what is that? Like, what are we talking about? I don't understand that. I don't understand how you could smile and do some wild, evil shit like that, which is weird. This is a not a good example at all and not a good comparison. But I was thinking about, I was watching this documentary, this thing I was reading on how, I forget the name of the company, but their milk is really not organic, and they're actually really bad for animals. They actually really mistreat their cows and mistreat their rabbits and whatever. And then I sat here and I thought about it. You go to work, you kick and mistreat and stab and treat animals like shit for 8 hours. That's your 9 to 5. And then you come home and go, hi, honey, what's for dinner? And smile and go to bed. Everybody who lived back then and was a racist, and everyone who mistreats animals today is a fucking sociopath. And I wish they would die off. I really do. I wish they would fucking die off. How are you functioning in society with me driving through a McDonald's drive-thru, getting a burger, and then going to work and stabbing a rabbit and then coming home? How are you driving around in a pickup truck, hanging black people from nooses, and then going home and eating fried chicken like nothing is wrong? That's just a Tuesday to you. My mind doesn't work that way. My mind just does not fathom that. And I don't know if it's just because we're all heroes and they're villains and we just can't think of, like, we just don't think the way villains think. I don't know, but my mind does not work that way. How is that a normal Wednesday at 7 o'clock for you? I don't get it, bro. I just don't understand. And these visuals are so fucking powerful. This is one of the most powerful music videos I've seen in a long time. These visuals are outstanding. And it really hits home. That's why I'm like so reactionary as someone who grew up in southern, like deep South Mississippi. Hell, just 60 fucking years ago, that shit was still Jim Crow. Like, what are we talking about?
This is where I come from. This land is mine. This land is mine. This land is mine.
That boy is shredding. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Wait. Oh. My eyes were closed. Wait, he has a ranch outside of Austin? Oh, I gotta drive by. He gotta let me say what's up to him. Oh, shooting the snakes in the grass.
Well, you can be my friend of governor.
Toasty, that's fine. Yeah. Let me know when you're back. Appreciate you, boy. Oh, that's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Pearl, damn. Pearl, I knew you were a real one. I knew you were a good one. I knew you were a good one. That's incredible. That was absolutely outstanding. Oh my gosh. Like, how do you live in a country that was literally built off the backs of people who didn't look like you and then tell them, great, your work here is done. Go back to where you came from. You brought them here, first of all. And second of all, you paid them nothing. They did everything you told them to do. And then you still had the nerve to hang them from trees. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The racism is just inherently stupid. It's just an inherently evil, stupid, ignorant, dumbass thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to bump that album for sure. For sure.